start recording. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is take two of it. Well, I made one like hour and a half ago. Damn, that was a while ago. I just sat in bed doing nothing. Then roommate came in halfway through, and I'm like, there's no point. And then he started practicing guitar, and then blah 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 blah. I don't really care though. It's March 3rd, Tuesday. Loki had, it was raining. Got a ride to practice. Throwing outside, got sopping wet. Got a ride back from, well, lifting was okay, but we had split squat, so, or RFS, roof foot elevated split squat. Ugh, my hammies are cooked. Then I got back and I'm like, do I want to bike to my English class? Nah, I'm just gonna use one of my 3 free skip days. So that's what I did. Now I'm here. Uh, just got back from lunch. They had some hot honey chicken patties. Pretty good. Not great, but not bad. Okay. So I'm gonna re-go over this since, yeah. So, and I'll probably do this faster without yapping. So, my fins, if we push it open, I'm looking just for a rebalance and a sell off. If we sell it open, looking for continuation, boom. It looks like the same exact things we had yesterday, right? Where, boom, we sell off, put in manipulation, push up, pull back to discount, and then start to push up a little bit more. Boom. Same thing that happened yesterday or today. Boom, sell off, swap low, manipulated, push up, pull back to discount, soup, and then now we might push higher, right? This is like 919. I'm walking back from the dining hall. Except today, we swept liquidity, the overall range liquidity, because we've been in this like range for some time, for like a while. And so I'm like, boom, push down, back up, swept those, boom, down, rebalanced, pushed low. I want to see us low. I want to see us take some lows. Boom. So coming into market open, I'm like, I love shorts, but we kind of just sold, swept, we put in a low, manipulated a low, pushed up, pushed back down, swept it, and now we're pushing higher. Like that seems like, you know, great for longs. I'm like, we are low key holding bullish structure. And yesterday I was like, damn, I went short so much that I forgot about longs. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna have that happen today too. So I marked out EQ from there. Boom. Could possibly push up to Asia high, boom, run it down. Could also just push up, sweep this one more time, push it down. We could push it down again, sweep the low, push up, then back down. I'm actually gonna take my headset off because I don't feel like I need it. Yay! Okay, so that's kind of my thoughts. I didn't want to be too stuck on shorts like I was yesterday. Thank goodness I wasn't. So boom, market open. Okay, now this is where I really like this fractal up here actually. Why? Because the only thing I don't like is this giant wick, but this is the failure swing of that manipulation low. And so if we're in discount right here, we're kind of accumulating. Could I see that as possible manipulation? If that candle didn't exist, the 852 candle, then we're like closing above this. Okay, then this push up, pull back, soup, CISD. Just need closure above there, and I like it. And I think market open did that exact candle. I know a lot of people were thinking shorts right here, inversing that. No, this right here, because boom, soup the soup, changing the state, boom. I like longs to at least take out those highs. I think I was a little late getting on the charts, but I'm like, I'm not locked in enough to recognize this, especially at market open. Market open, did that. Okay, boom. I'm like longs, where are we possibly going? Saw we swept that. Bingo. Waiting. Could this be manipulation? It could be. This is big manipulation. That's like a 75-point candle. That's almost 100 points of manipulation, but that would send us way lower. So gotta see some closure below. Nope. Swept. Turtle soup. Alrighty. CISD. Now I love this for longs, except for the fact that your stop is like 70 points. Where do I think we're going from here? I would love to see us EQ Asia London High. I mean, because on the 15-minute we have our liquidity sweep, put on low, manipulate low. So we have 15-minute liquidity sweep, manipulation, market structure shift, pull back to discount, failure swing. All right, I was like, there you go, boom. There's the model. Liquidity sweep, manipulation, failure swing, discount. This is discount of this too. Turtle soup, change the state. Okay. Usually, if this happens down here, my first TP is there, and then runners to the external draw. That's how I usually want to trade it. That's how I like trading it. When boom, I can get kind of a sniper entry down here. Uh, when we don't have these giant candles, and then I write it up first TP, boom, then risk free, and let it run. We took the high, took the high, back in discount. I'm like, okay, gotta get for long as the hold. I want to see us. I gotta see us close up there. Okay, and then I saw these candles print. Boom, that kind of looks like possible manipulation. We put in a high, swept the high, 15-minute sweep, closing below. Got to get a closure below there to like shorts. One of these candles does. I think it's in two. Oh no, we sweep it. We sweep it right there. And so I'm like, okay, uh, if that's not the change in the state, then that has to be the change in the state for this market structure shift, basically 2022 model. Bingo. And so even I was actually still here. I left pretty early because I had to go to the bathroom because someone was not agreeing with my stomach. But it is what it is. And this is a harder trade for me to even recognize, right? Because this is in the soup right here. That's what I would usually be looking for. But fair value gap equals turtle soup. Where's the text? Now, another thing I wanted to do today, since I didn't have my English class and I have more time, is, you know, make my own video about my model and checklists and that stuff, and just kind of how I think of things. Uh, One of the things that I need to start using more is fair value gap equals turtle soup, right? Because you have the wicks here, boom. So that's just a bunch of candles down, 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 candles up, down, 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 down. So that's just a sweep. That's a liquidity sweep, turtle soup right there. Boom. So that sweeps, turtle soup, manipulation, liquidity sweep, 15-minute, boom, in discount, and then just changing the state down there. But then again, this is another trade where your stop has to be like huge. Like that's almost 100. No way I'm taking that. This is even sketchy to take up here, right? Maybe in the future I'll be find it easier to take shorts like there, and I might stop somewhere else. But I'm like, damn, if you're entering here, your stop has to, at the very least, be there. 50% of the order block. You don't want to see us closing back up here. Targets, easy internal, and then internal or external liquidity. So that averages out to like a 3. Um, Boom, we start retracing. Damn, that would have been that would have been close. Yeah, that would have been pretty close. But I mean, we're not getting closure higher. We're still holding this. The wicks are holding it. Bingo, get closure below. Yep, like that. Okay, don't want to see us. Ugh, what in the hell? I did not see this action live, so some janky action. Ugh, closure below there. I like shorts there then. Just not taking that high again. Oh, there's the soup. Oh, and then changing the state below. Yep. Kind of a more janky, but we're holding this change in the state, right? Once we close below this, we only see wicks up here. And so that's a soup, that's an internal sweep. Boom, in discount. We swept out that uh turtle soup CISD right here. That would have been hard to take, but I like that as an entry also. And then yeah, I think we kind of just well, there goes both of our targets. Right from here and from there and from there. Not not the biggest fan of that, but I mean, no sync. that's an option. If you're seeing this plan, you're like, oh, I don't know where the market's gonna go. If you're in this fractal, you're saying, okay, boom, low, high, didn't take the low, took the high, boom, down, put back the discount. Because we took this high made by this low, so we got to at least take that low before we do anything else. And so if you're here, you're entering, you're like, okay, cool. I know at least we got to take the low. Okay. If we sweep the low and we start getting closure higher, I mean, you can try to stop pretty fast, but you're like, okay, where else could we target? Possibly there, but then down there is really the only one. And then, oh yeah, so it kind of looks like we manipulated it again with that. That's Feather Swing, Turtle Soup CISD. Honestly, I never usually do action past like when I get off, but I mean this is pre 11 o'clock. So oh, nah. What in the hell? Get this back here. Manny. This is the failure swing soup. No sync. Change the state. That's actually dumb. This is dumb clear. This is man, why couldn't this have been market open? Like that would have been boom, sweep. Where am I aiming? We just put in new manipulation. Like there, standard deviation. I mean, that could be fine. That's okay. Up here is like perfect. So that's even more dumb clear. That's what I kind of wish market open did was push down, put in new manipulation, then push it up like this. That's dumb clear. I mean, longs up here. Eh, I don't know. Those are the ones that I was like, oh man, this looks nice, but way too large of a stop loss to take the trade, right? I like that entry there. I like that entry there. I like that. All stuff. 948. Yeah, I should have been. But would I've taken this though? That's the thing. And where would I put my stop? Would I have entered here? Got filled here. What does my stop have to be? I probably would put my stop at the top of this candle and then got wicked out soup and then entered back in another yeah, just I don't know, a little bit of janky day, but it's clean. Like it's a little bit candles are a little bit janky, but the rest of it is clean. And then boom, what do? We push back to EQ, possible manipulation, feather swing, soup, change the state, lower. And that's what I'm seeing. But we'll have to see tomorrow. I think there's news tomorrow. There might be two newses tomorrow. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm just tired as hell. Hearing sirens outside. I don't know. What? I mean, hey, you just need one trade a day, right? Didn't didn't like that trade. Too big of a stop loss. Wasn't on for this one. Okay, we'll get him. We'll get him tomorrow. This isn't insanely dumb clear. Uh, like before 10 a.m. action, and so that's kind of what I need to see to be super confident in taking a trade. Um, that'll work. But over time, and once when I over the summer, dude, I'll be staying on until like 11, right? If I'll take a trade, look for my objectives. What was my objective? You know, either a continuation lower or EQ. So I mean, once it hit EQ, that's all I need to see, and so then I'm technically done once it hits EQ or I've taken 2 3 trades. I mean, dude, I can't wait uh, for the summer, and when I'm confident and I take a short here, boom, I'm in a short, I'm waiting longer. Okay, boom. I see another entry model right here. Okay, I take another trade. Boom. I find another trade. Boom, in three. And all of a sudden you go from taking eight to 10 trades a month, like last month, uh, and missing a bunch, to all of a sudden it's like 1 to 3 trades 4 days a week, 3, 4 days a week. Boom. I I'm excited. But you know, does take a little while to get there. Okay, yeah, so perfectly tick that. So I mean, I think I will. Maybe tonight. Make go over some of my model, what I look for in my background of it, because I feel like oh I'm making these videos for myself as reviews and that stuff. But I'm like, oh, if I can put some content out there about how I see the market, because I've tried teaching somebody. Uh, he's getting taught by somebody else a little bit now. Um, but it's definitely an experiment. Uh, and I started that a while ago, and so I was still a little uh I didn't know as much as I do now, which I feel like now I have stuff. Boom, I've had a month of taking same trades and I feel fine. And so I'm like, I think I might just make that checklist video kind of for my own good. Uh, and kind of see if there's any holes with that. But I mean, yeah, no trades. Um, possible one right there. Okay, manipulation, boom, put in a low, and then we push back up to the high. I'm just yapping at this point. It's been 16 minutes and I've gotten zero things done. So I don't know. I feel like yapping, but I'm also tired. I feel like doing nothing. I want to do this. I want to do this. And like trading. Trading's fun. The money's fun. Everything's fun. But I mean, it actually mornings like this where it's not super where we okay, high, boom, low, boom, high, boom, low. That's another thing. Especially from yesterday. Where's some of yesterday's action? Was it yesterday? No, it might have been 2 days ago, actually. Yeah. Oh, yep. Yep, it was this action. Where it's like, okay, boom, high, took the high, took the low, took the high. Whenever we stop around EQ and reverse is probably where the market's gonna go. Boom, discount, okay. Change of state means we want higher. I mean, obviously we chop a little bit and go higher. But I'm like, okay, if you can recognize that, okay, this is around EQ, we're swooping, and we have a change in the state. That's like that's perfect to take. But damn, what was this Friday? Oh, Friday the 27th. Oh yeah, I took one trade that day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place today, but I mean that's how it's gonna be some days. So I will see you tomorrow.